What's up, this is Haldotto. I'm coming to you with an unusual start with Vulcan. This isn't exactly unusual for Vulcan, but if you haven't seen a pro play Vulcan, sorry, not pro, if you haven't played a lot of Vulcan, it might seem kind of strange to you. For example, why am I not using my turret? The reason is because if you look at the minimap, my turret is actually set up near the minion wave. And as you can see, I'm actually getting the gold for the front minions as I clear 2 buffs, which will set me very far ahead. I'll be at level 4 already with another big minion to clear. So you'll see when we both get to wave, he'll be level 3 and I'll be level 4, which is a really nice lead. And I'll be level 4 in a bit too. This does mean you take a bit more damage because you only use 2 abilities that are both level 1 to clear wave, or to clear buff, but that's really fine for the speed you get. Dodge the 2 with my 1, his wrap with my backfire. Setting up a turret here just to get a lot of poke in. Vulcan's nice. I expect him to back off a lot more. I could have gotten a kill there if he kind of backed off like I expected him to, but with Vulcan's ridiculous early power, not with Vulcan's ridiculous early power, with Vulcan's ridiculous scaling, 80% on his backfire, and the early power you get from purple pot plus red buff, which is 96, my 1 is going to be enough to kill him. Now I'm going to go check out the red. It is up because he went for the blue at the start. A 7-3-1 combo. I'm making sure not to go behind my turret because the buff is procced on me right now, so I have to keep it in front of the turret. I'm going to go back to wave. Then I decide that I can clear it more easily with my ult. You don't want to miss the ult though, so I wait for a bit to set it up, then go to the speed. With this, I'm going to get 4 buffs while he has 1. And also, 3 of those buffs are heavily contestable buffs, so that's really a massive advantage for me. I'm 2 levels above him at 2 minutes in the game. That's pretty ridiculous. And that's really what Vulcan can do. Vulcan just is an excellent farmer early on and has great harass late game. Just going to clear the wave with 3-1. Dodging 2. Taking only 1 to hit was 3. I'm going to try to line this up so I can hit both him and the wave, but oh no, it does work. I'm going to try to keep him in with my 3, but I miss it. So now I'll back because I am kind of out of mana. He's not going to stop me from backing. I had the perfect mount for Book of Thoth, so I'm going to decide to get it. Generally, I'd recommend getting boots, especially for a newer player, even when you have enough money for Book of Thoth. But in this case, I decided to go for it. So at first I'm going to go to the blue, then I realized he backed, so I want to go to the wave and then the blue, especially because there's no buffs to contest besides the blue, so I may as well just do it in this order. I'm going to clear very quickly, backfire conveniently, fires you backwards. Going to max the 3 next, because it gets 50 per. The reason you max your 1 over your 3, even though the 3 gives you 50 per, is because the 1 has a much shorter cooldown, so you're going to be able to use the damage that you get from more, and because the 1 gets extra utility in that the cooldown is lowered, in addition to the cooldown already being very low when you level it up. Okay, now I'm just going to clear the wave. Really straightforward. I was going to try to hit him with it, but that ended up in me missing some. That's fine now. He really doesn't do much damage at this point. Harass him a bit more. Nice cooldown on my 1. Because he has to stand still, I'm going to use my ult. I can hit 3. It's a pretty easy shot when you know where they're going. And I'm going to go for some tower damage here because I'm not low enough to back. And there's no buffs to do. I'm going to set up my turret in a position where it's awkward for him to go by. I'll have to use an ability on it or something. So I'll just harass him a bit. Okay, so I got extremely lucky here. I should have used my 1 a lot faster. That would have saved me. Definitely. But instead I just got really lucky. That's nice. The 2 is enough to deter him. I'm actually ready to go back in if he wants to. And it turns out he does. So I can kill him very easily. And his blue buff is up right now, so I'll go ahead and take that. Sorry for the bird sounds in the background. They're pretty fucking annoying, I get it. But not much I can do about it. I covered them. I did as much as I could. This is just the time of the day where they have to talk, and I don't really have any other time of the day where I can do this. Okay, I'm going to take the red. Then we go back to wave. I remember from the game that this proves to be my fatal mistake. Spoiler alert. Don't do this. This is really dumb. I'm trying to be cheeky, but it's just dumb. That was just overly cheeky and dumb. If I had boots, that would be acceptable. But I didn't, so that was just overly cheeky. So now I'm gonna get beads, because that's incredibly useful. I probably should have gotten... No, I guess beads too. You want a really early beads against Anubis, and you also want really early defense, which I failed to do this game. That's, in my opinion, a mistake. I should have gone at least right after this into defense. Putting the wave, getting ready to poke him a lot more. Avoiding that. Setting up my 1 for whenever he comes close enough. Nope, he did not juke to the left as much as I thought. Putting the wave. Again, getting more poke. I'm actually fine with getting hit by the tower here because it means that the minions aren't getting hit, so I can get more damage on the tower. But at that point, I decided that it's been enough. And I'm not really scared of him killing me too much. See that? He just doesn't have much kill potential. He's so far behind. So that's an ability 1-for-1 trade, and I got some damage on him, whereas he got no damage on me. So that was a good trade, especially because my 2 is my worst ability, his 3 is his best ability. I'm gonna go take some buffs because I can. I know he's too low to contest. I'm gonna go over to speed because if I see him coming, I can just back off. I'm at least as fast as him. Backfire. Don't you need to use my turret there? And I can ult for the wave just because I don't want to get too close. He's still dangerous even without a stun if you can, even if you have the beads up for the stun. Okay, so this is where I made a mistake. I should have bought defense instead of getting ready for Kronos / Tahuti. And at this point, I'm undecided as to whether I'm going to go Kronos Tahuti. It really just ends up being whichever I have more convenient how to go for. Because Vulcan does scale extremely well. Most other characters, this would definitely be a Kronos at this point in the game, but Vulcan scales so well that Kronos isn't out of the question. Or sorry, that Tahuti isn't out of the question. Especially with red buff and an early Book of Thoth, there's like prime conditions for Tahuti. Something important about Vulcan is you really want to use his passive. People complain about his passive a lot, but especially with his ult, it can really turn the tide. His passive can do, in effect, 500 damage because it can be the difference between them completely dodging your ult and completely getting hit by your ult. That's an example of how you can use Vulcan's turret to take an extra Phoenix shot. It's extremely useful. And I'm just gonna get some more poke. I say oops there because I messed up and I took an extra tower shot. Just gonna get some poke on him and on the Phoenix at the same time. Failed that poke. He's also missing all of this stuff and I'm hitting my stuff. So right here I'm gonna not try to stop him from backing. I was thinking about it but I was like, nah, never mind. And he also decides to not back. Okay, so here I was hoping to kill him with the ult, but what I neglected to realize, or at least zone him out more with that ult, what I neglected to realize is that he had his defense. And you can see that because I upgraded my turret, it took 2 shots. I don't really know how turret health scales with upgrades, but I am pretty sure that it does scale at some point, or in some way. So yeah, there I made a mistake. I got too close. I did not expect... I expected that to kill him, really, is what happened, and he had Bulwark of Hope. He has really a prime boxing build for Anubis. It's really hard to die, even if you're super far ahead, as long as you're close enough, and I was close enough. So that's definitely a big mess up. And the other mess up is me not realizing that and not immediately going into more defense. You can see I'm preparing to get some Obsidian Shard. The reasoning is that I'm just going full out for his Phoenix, and Tahuti plus Obsidian Shard are incredible for that. So I'm just going to clear the way to get some more buffs. Vulcan has an incredible buff clear at this point in the game, especially with Tahuti. And I'm going to try to get some more Phoenix damage. I'm generally going to try to save my turret at this point in the game because it gets me some nice damage, but now that it's focused on him, it's actually super valuable. Yeah, that was a mistake. I should have gotten away. I kind of neglected his lifesteal again. I thought he would die faster, but I got lucky and the minions killed him. Okay, so here, even though it's not really a convenient amount of gold, I'm going to sell my Vampiric Shroud for tier 2 of this because 22 magical penetration is like a 22% damage increase on the Phoenix. Not exactly, but it's pretty good. If you don't know how protections are calculated, you should look at the Word of Thoth. It's incredibly useful for understanding it. Protections aren't exactly correlated to damage mitigation. Just trying to avoid some poke while getting a lot on him. Gonna slow him down there. And we should be able to get the Phoenix here. Especially with my 2 tanking, I think 3 shots now actually. But I don't even need it. My tier 2 obsidian shard is good enough. So I'm going to get some poke on the Titan. Vulcan's very good for killing Titan because his turret, if you can keep it on the Titan, is an incredible source of damage. Poking him while poking the Titan. And you're seeing I'm taking a lot of poke here. It's probably a mistake, yeah. Yeah, so I'm just neglecting Anubis' damage, and now I finally realize it, and I get Bulwark tier 1. So now I shouldn't die in this dumb way anymore. Bulwark tier 2. This shouldn't really happen anymore. Yeah, I'm spamming no problem, because it's... Even though I died there, he doesn't get anything out of it. That's another reason why I wasn't getting too much magical defense, and why it didn't matter that much. Because, sure, I died there, but what does he get for it? Nothing. I got turret. I got Phoenix kill and Titan damage, and he gets nothing, even though he killed me and I didn't kill him.
That's too bad.
That's too bad, yeah. Comet Blink is pretty trash, especially against Vulcan. I mean, sure, you can dodge his ult, but his ult sucks, and Comet Blink is not going to be able to dodge every ult anyways. So, Comet Blink is just a mistake. You'd only get it against Hades if you have no ability, and he's really good at getting out your beats. I can imagine there's a few other situations, but generally, you'd want something more like Sprint. Sprint's a lot better, because, yeah, I would definitely go for Sprint. The reason that knocked him up is because he cancelled his 1. If he hadn't canceled his 1, it wouldn't have knocked him up because he's not going immune. Your 1 doesn't go through walls. I was just testing it out because I hadn't played Vulcan in a while. That's the optimum juking strategy against Anubis. I should have fired my 1 earlier. I probably could have killed him. I was just kind of not thinking there. But it's fine because I can kill it right here. I'm just going to use my beads for the cooldown. And that's a good game. Okay, let's go over the itemization. So he went cooldown boots, which I would not go as Anubis too early. You're really looking for the kills, the burst, not the cooldown. Later in the game, you're going to want cooldown reduction for your stun. But earlier in the game, you need the kill potential. Bankrupt sounds very good because we were fighting a lot, and the lifesteal is mostly good when you're fighting, especially with Anubis' passive. Bulwark is also great because I was going in super ham. And as long as he can live through his combo, he can destroy me. Tahuti, I'm not sure about that. I think he needs some penetration. Probably some flat pen, like Spear, because I wasn't building any defense, so penetration wouldn't be as good. As for his active, I would have gone either Sprint, Beads, Aegis, not Aegis, Sprint. I probably would have gone Sprint, Shield, or nothing. Probably nothing, honestly. He really needed to focus on his build there. Okay, thank you so much for watching, and make sure to tune in next time.